Welcome to Providing Choice, a Florida Charter School Alliance podcast and speaker series. I am Lynn Norman Tech, Executive Director of the Alliance, and your host for this podcast. On this episode, you'll hear my conversation with 3 students from SLAM North, and that's a public charter school in Miami-Dade County. The students attended a Ladies Who Lead breakfast recently, where local politicians discussed the importance of public service. This is a perfect example of community organizations and city government working with charter schools and including charter school students in their activities. This event made quite an impact on these young scholars. Okay, so introduce yourself, please.
Good morning, my name is Sabina and I work at SLAM North Charter in Miami Beach. I have been here for 6 years now and it is an amazing school full of culture and diversity, and I'm very lucky to be part of the school.
Oh, they're lucky to have you. So tell us about you escorted the students to a very special event for International Women's Day. Can you tell us a little bit about that event?
So Ladies Who Lead breakfast for the commissioner of Daniela, she hosted this women's panel discussion, basically talking about all our local issues, community issues, and just empowering. It was a beautiful panel discussion, but I would really like the ladies to discuss this since they were in the front and they had all the details right in front of them.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kelly.
Of course. Yeah. Alrighty. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to Miss Regina.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Regina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So tell me, what's your full name?
Okay, my full name is Regina Garcia Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born in Havana, Cuba.
Oh, okay. When did you arrive in the U.S.?
I arrived here when I was 7. And throughout the first few months, I had to get used to everything. I had to accustom myself to the English language.
Mm-hmm.
But in a few months, I managed to adapt myself into the school system and the United States in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your English is amazing.
Thank you.
I still fight my Hialeah girl accent, but you have perfected your pronunciations. So how long have you been a student at SLAM North?
At SLAM North, I've been a student for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my 4th year as a freshman in high school.
Very exciting. So tell me about the panel that you went to the other day, hosted by by a commissioner, right, from North Miami Beach?
Yeah. So the panel was very empowering and very inspirational. Before the panel even started, I met a Holocaust survivor. I interacted with a Holocaust survivor, who escaped from Poland and became a veterinarian here in the United States.
Oh, wow. That was probably completely unexpected on your part. You probably thought, oh, I'm going to hear these politicians speak.
Yeah, I heard before the panel started, I interacted with the woman. Her name was Ludwika. Very nice lady, very nice woman. And before the panel started, I told her, it was very nice to meet you, ma'am. Mm-hmm. And she's like, nice to meet you as well. I went back with my peers. I went to sit back down with my peers. And throughout the whole panel, I felt inspired by the panelists. I felt inspired by what they had done and the accomplishments they have accomplished. Mm-hmm. And they also imparted me with one message, that the issues that matter are not the federal ones. They don't matter that much. What matters is what's in our backyard, the local issues. Mm-hmm. And people don't vote enough. People are not into politics as much. And then when a law gets passed, we start complaining.
Yeah. Yep. So were you interested in politics and civil service before you attended the event?
I'm not going to lie. Yes.
Okay, good. All right, but this took it to a different level.
Yeah, my interests were chameleon-like. They kind of shift. Mm-hmm. My interests sort of shift around. but a constant interest, mathematics.
Good. All right. We could use some mathematicians in the local government and state house. So what's next? What will you do with what you heard and what you experienced at that breakfast?
I think that it's best to spread the word because only the people in that room heard it at the moment. Therefore, we should take that knowledge and spread it to the people.
Mm-hmm. So
And then after,
I'm sorry, have you been spreading it to your fellow students?
yeah, I've been trying to spread it amongst the people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because let's face it, we all need to, society is an everyone thing, not just the politicians. Society's for everyone. And we're all a team in society.
Yeah. Do you belong to student government at the school?
No, I don't belong to student government.
But I see that in your future. Absolutely. Right. Okay. So Regina, you said you're in ninth grade?
Yes, I'm in ninth grade.
Okay. All right. And how were you selected to attend the event?
I was selected to attend the event because Mr. Costa, one of the administrators, recommended me to the event.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he recommended me because I was a great student and that I deserved to go to the event.
Well, it was great chatting with you. I can't wait to hear what you do with all the inspiration you took from that breakfast. I can't wait to see what you do next at Slam North.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Now I'm going to pass it to Christina.
Okay. Hi, Christina. I love this. Is like an assembly line of spectacular young women.
Yes. I'm Christina Jean Baptiste.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was actually born and raised here, but my parents are Haitian.
Mm-hmm.
They were born in Haiti, but my mom she doesn't really speak English. She speaks mostly Creole, so I am bilingual. I speak Creole and English. Growing up, it was kind of tough because it was only my mom, and I had to because I am the oldest of two other siblings, so I was kind of always there helping around, very mature and still doing school. And
Yeah. And what grade are you in now?
I'm actually in the 10th grade.
Okay, a sophomore. That's very exciting. So you also got to attend that panel breakfast. What did you think of it? What was your take of that event? Because it was, let's clarify for the people that are listening, it was a panelist of all women in local politics.
It was very diverse, and the panelists, they spoke about their personal experience and how they actually became on the chair and how they became councilwomen and consulments and things like that, and how their journey through where they are right now. And they talked more about voting. They talked about issues in our community, and they try to explain to us to go, as Regina was stating, to go out and vote and get involved in our community to better place ourselves and to better fix some issues that we have going on in our own backyard and not more the federal, just more local.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was very amazing. The event was amazing. It was beautiful. It was really nice to be there, and I was honored to go.
Wonderful. And it's such a good experience because like Regina said, what we see on TV in the federal, it seems very disconnected, but you all sat with people who were raised right here, who probably went to similar schools, have similar backgrounds, and then they're change advocates in your community.
Yes.
Were you interested in local politics before, or politics in general?
No, actually, I
Before?
wasn't at all. No, that was never none of my interests. I was never interested in politics because politics to me is more negative because they most politics and most I can say like news source because that's they talk about is more negative, is more to the negative side and not more positive. So like me, I personally don't like watching the news because the news provides negativity and you can't really see the positive side. So like I like more positive in my life. So I was not really into politics. I'm not really into that. It's like, I use like other social media platforms to like get like informations, like small informations, not major informations, local informations. But no, I wasn't. No, I'm not a politics.
And now, do you have a different view?
Yes, I do. I actually do. It changed slowly going towards like, politics and just to learn different things because I actually didn't know like some of the major issues in our own backyard that actually impacts me and my family and my mom and things like that. Like house pricing, they talked about house pricing and how it's going up and how there's people coming to Miami or like to Florida, and then their the house pricing is going up because they're actually paying cash to like to own or rent this specific place. So now everything is more being like an entertainment where they come and it's like it's like where you go and they have entertainments. It's like that. So the pricing is going up and it's actually impacting us for like renting and things like that. So I actually like really changed my viewpoint about politics and getting more into like understanding and learning about local politicians.
Okay. And what grade did you start at Slam North?
I actually started when I was in the 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is gonna be my 3rd year.
Okay, very exciting. And how do you think you can take what you heard at the panel discussion and weave it into your life at your charter high school?
I can do that by like spreading the word, like Regina said, but mostly not only spreading the word, but like, so I have like a social media platform, also doing that on social media and just saying we need to start, like, I'm not 18 yet, but once I turn 18 and once my peers turn 18 to go out and vote more and just to be more involved into your community and to help out, start like new activities, like planting seeds, like different things, just to like get more involved into our community and just make it like you actually want to be here and want to live here and want to have the happiest life in your own community, and you don't have to go anywhere else to proceed that lifestyle.
Oh, thank you, Christina. That was really well put. Thank you.
No problem. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I'm gonna pass it on to Maria.
Okay, Maria.
Hi.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Maria Mora. I'm in the 10th grade and I've been at Slam North since the very first year it opened, actually. I've been here since 6th grade.
Okay.
It's been a very long journey here in the school. I've loved to see how it's changed over time and just honestly growing the bond and connection with the teachers, like in the sense of really understanding and really interpreting the material. It's been a very successful journey.
Wonderful. And how did you come to attend SLAM? Is it a school that you heard about or your parents?
My aunt worked at SLAM Miami and she found out about SLAM North being built here, and I've lived in the community. I was born here and my parents are Dominican, so they heard about the school and they signed me up as soon as they could. It was definitely more out of like there was no other choice too, because there are other schools around here, but this school just fit more at the top of the level because the schools around here are definitely not the greatest.
Okay, well, it's good to have choice. Okay, so tell me about your experience at the panel breakfast. What was your takeaway?
My experience at the breakfast was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed just listening to all the different women speaking about how they're influencing their cities, because They were invited from Sunny Isles and El Portal and Medley. And I just really loved hearing how they were fixing their communities locally and just really getting their voices out there. I actually met one of the, she's not one of them. She is the first Black female chief of police. And she's like a phenomenal person. She's amazing.
What makes her so amazing? What did she say that hit home to you? You're like, okay.
It was just the fact that like she's not only the first female chief of police, but she is the first Black female chief of police. So she's like both minorities in gender and race who just really met that goal and really made it to show that women can do as many things as men can do.
And that you mentioned you're Dominican, or your family is, and that's my parents are Cuban, and that's one thing that we always have I think an extra little struggle, because we break that stereotype of our culture. So that was probably a really great inspiration for you to see, like, oh, okay, I can do everything. That's great. So how are you going to take what you heard? Well, first, let me back it up and ask the same thing that I asked your friends there. How were you interested in local politics before? Did you at least, was it on your radar, and how did that change after the breakfast?
I feel like I've always been involved in politics. I'm actually the secretary of student government at the school.
Okay.
And I've always just enjoyed the fact of like leading and just taking part in stuff locally, like things I can fix. Not only that, but I've also volunteered at many of the community events and just helping set everything up, getting things together, making sure everything's in check. It's just, I feel like politics and also organization has been a very important part in my life. And after going to that breakfast and listening to the panelists, I feel like that just brought it to the next level. I really enjoyed that breakfast.
Do you see politics in your future?
Yes, for sure.
That makes me so happy. And what about your parents? Are they involved, or do they understand how important this is to you?
My parents, yes, they do. My mom has always been very supportive of me. Same thing with my father. They actually are the ones obviously who take me to most of these events, and they've always prepared me, always give me a prep talk just to make sure I'm ready.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. Are there more students to talk to, or that's for you?
No, I'd be the last one.
Oh my gosh, what a treat. Okay. So my last question for you and Regina and Christine that are there, how important is this connection, like the charter school and the community and government working together and to give students a view that's outside of the textbooks? How important was that breakfast experience in your education?
I think it was extremely important, just a way to show that we're all here together. Like, it's a way of showing that no one is standing by themselves, that we're like a team, we're a community, we're a family. I think that was one of the most important events I've ever attended. It's just really opened my mind to seeing how important it really is to be involved locally at the little things.
Right. And to bring students in at your age, because we do hear vote, 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 but it sounds like this panel put it in perspective for you all, what that really, really means of involvement. Yes. Okay, Christine or Regina, do you want to chime in? Like how critical it is for that kind of event to happen more in schools?
Yes, it's Christina.
Oh, Christina, sorry.
Yeah, no problem, it's okay. Yes, like Maria said about the voting, like I really never like took that really into consideration. Like, I know voting is important, of course, because it's like, it's us. When we vote, we portray who our politician is going to be and how our life is going to continue on by that one vote or that vote that she did. So when someone don't really go out and vote, it's kind of now like another person is deciding how your life is going to be and the laws that's going to be passed. So like, I feel like it's really, really important to go and vote, and just to like show your viewpoint, and not just the smallest thing, just by voting and picking someone to be your politician, or picking someone to be your governor, your mayor, is really important. Even your councilwoman is important, just to go out and vote, because then once, if you didn't go out and vote, and the law that's being passed, you don't really like, you don't really like it, you don't really like want to pursue to that vote, to that law, then it could have been you. Like, you could have made that decision, and that voting, like to voting has a big impact in our lives. So it's important to go out and vote, and just to put your viewpoint out there, and just to like, to better like, like understand, and just to
to understand that you're part, like Maria said, we're all in this together.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
Regina, the question to you, like I asked the other students. Oh, Lord, there you go. Do you think more of this partnership should occur, that local government, community organizations, and schools? And why do you think that benefits students?
I believe that yes, it should happen more often, because like Maria said, society, we're all one. In a society, we're all one, we're all a team. So I think that preparing students for the future and for their futures as adults, it would be extremely important. And I know I'm going to sound repetitive, but voting, people, voting is important. Because if we don't share our perspectives, how are we going to succeed? After all, everything is just perspectives, understanding each other's perspectives, and then acting upon the ones that work.
Absolutely. Yes, I think that the message you all took was action, whether the action is speaking up or voting or participating. Exactly. And I really like that.
If there's only inaction, how is society ever going to advance? There should be action. And sure, some actions have been bad, but we have learned from those actions and improved ourselves from it.
Absolutely.
So if there is inaction, we're just stagnant. There's no development.
I like the way you all said that. That was very impressive. I can't believe you all are so young. You sound like college students.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. I guess I'll close with Miss Sabina, right? Oh, there you are, the three of you. Yay. Hello. Thank you, ladies. Please keep me in touch of what you're doing at school, and how I think that once it settles in, all the messages you received, I think you three are going to do spectacular things. I can't wait to see billboards vote for me with your faces on them. I think that's going to happen very soon. So thanks for chatting with me today.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for listening to Providing Choice, a Florida Charter School Alliance podcast. The Florida Charter School Alliance is the premier support and advocacy organization for charter schools in Florida. Our mission is to increase student achievement and meet the demand for parental choice by assisting, supporting, and advocating for high-quality public charter schools. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Providing Choice. To learn more about the Alliance or Academia, visit our website at flcharteralliance.org.